Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
What is it? Got a question about my training rate? Suppose that was an unlikely guess. None took to the training like you did. No. A pity. I'd hoped to add you to our ranks. You'd seem like you'd be fit for battle, even if I were to call upon you on the morrow. Apologies for assuming. We've had fewer folks looking to enlist of late, and I'm hungry for recruits. Many keep their distance on account of the instructor being a beastren. How very Vermundian of them. At the very least, I'd like to provide some decent training to the soldiers we have now. Easier said than done, especially when the weapons we were promised have yet to arrive. Tisn't like to boost their morale having rusted steel to train with. What I wouldn't give for some decent weapons and a soldier to act as an example. Someone with motivation to grow. That'd light a fire under them, I reckon. Mayhap you could aid us. I know 'tis much to ask of anyone, let alone a stranger, but what else am I to do? Much appreciated. We'd welcome what you can spare.
Sir Beren's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military. Sir Beren seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
True enough. Come, I'll lead the way. Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me?
Come to think of it, in the end, we never did attend the coronation. I hope never to experience the like of that sensation again.
You have my gratitude. This is for you, as a token of...
Really now. You mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Sir Beren seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Over here, if you would.
We're hardly so destitute as to shun an ox cart's services. What say we ride one to our destination?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course.
This ox cart's bound for Bernwood. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I gotta get to work.
Now here's a welcome song.
I'm a gunner.
What's wrong? Keep going. Out of the car. Bleeding one.
What am I supposed to do about it? You're really pushing your luck.
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
No shame that the plan I have is how to spend the day.
Sir Beren seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Look, as long as you please. I'm not stopping.
We're here.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you, and no need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a And this Beren fellow, I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Beren and see what he can teach me.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I've a selection of wares that Daughter, please. Pleasure doing business with you.
At least here I can let down my guard.
Over here, if you please.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again. Lots to do. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Seeing the captain.
Where are you going?
I'm not taking any passengers just now.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
This ox... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I suspect the lad's enthusiasm will go a long way toward inspiring his peers. Let us inform Sir Beren of his coming. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Pray, follow me.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. Fear not, I shall aid you directly. 'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
The Arisen has been drenched! I suppose we might as well gather what we can. Come, I'll lead the way. The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later?
This is the wrong time of day for what we have in mind. Best we set out again later. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests. Night time already? I thought it was rather dark.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
It is no great shock to me.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. We'll gladly make use of what you've given us. I've you to thank for that new recruit, aye? The lad's well eager, he is. He fears naught, and he follows my commands with nary a word of complaint. Soldiers like him boost the morale of all around them. His presence bodes well. There's just one problem. Seeing a lad so spirited, so foolhardy, makes me recall a time when I was much the same. Sets my blood to boiling, you see. Makes me yearn for a bout with a skilled combatant. Need I explain further? I test my steel against yours, friend. What say you? Care to spar with me a bit? Glad to hear it. Follow me, then. Think of it like a game. Whoever steps out first loses. Seeing as you're no warrior, you do well to strike when I'm off balance. Let's begin. Seems like I dare say I needed that. You've my thanks. I've ne'er met anyone like you. You've done more for me this past while than anyone I've known as a commendable sort you are. Would that I had some way to repay you for all the good you've done me.
Sir Beren, you must come, and quickly. A goblin pack has descended over by the rope bridge. We're in need of your aid.
My thanks for the report. I'll go at once. Goblins can be dastardly. We'll have need of capable fighters. The more, the better. I'd fain have you at my side, friend, if you'd be... Wait! I here! Watch my back!
Fine. Should have set me sights lower.
Really now?
Seems this old man's
That's it.
time.
I've had enough.
I must... Hold fast!
This might be more than I can endure. You have no right.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
No one will do it.
What was that? Randall! What happened? Speak to me, lad!
Sir, we managed to fell the goblins, but then a cyclops charged us out of nowhere, wounded and enraged. We stuck the beast with arrows till one of them pierced its eye. It fled, but I've no doubt 'twill return.
Never mind that, lad. You survived, and that's what counts. Let's get you back to the encampment, aye? 'Twould seem my days of peace are at an end. Do you recall the soldier we met on the road? He was rather badly injured in the goblin melee. They'll want me to take responsibility for that, I just know it. I doubt such a thing would be asked of any human instructor. But I'm bestian, aren't I? There's no fighting it. But I'll be damned if I let the troops suffer on my account. In the time that remains to me, I'll get them trained up as best I can.
Vermin's treatment of beastrons is lamentable indeed.
I fear the consequences of this bungle.
It is all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
This shan't go down well.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
A new day, a new perspective.
Well met. You couldn't have come at a better time. Word of my dismissal arrived just a few hours past. 'Twould seem my time here's reached its end. Can't say I'm happy about it. I'm rather fond of this place. And if you'll remember, 'tis where you and I first spoke. Going, are you? Be well, friend.
Sir! The Cyclops has come!
And I thought
Why? We mustn't let it approach.
Stand firm!
Seems we have enraged our foe.
Reckless opponents makes for easy prey.
By your leave.
Let the elements empower your strikes.
as 'twere. But I'll live, and I expect we all shall.
Glad to hear it. Make for the encampment and inform your captain of what happened here.
Aye, sir.
One path leads not to...
Full glad I am to see you unharmed, my friend.
It is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Thank heavens.
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Shall we get underway?
Why bother carrying a lantern, if not to use it when light is needed?
Hi there. Impeccable timing as always. I was just wondering if I'd get to see you one more time before I departed. You've done much on my behalf, 'tis true. I can't rightly express how grateful I am to you. If this ordeal has taught me anything, 'tis to have faith in my ability as an instructor. See, I have a friend who emigrated there, who happens to be in need of an instructor. And I figured if I'm being ousted anyhow, even if it means serving under different banners, at least I'll still be helping soldiers come home. Suppose this is where we part, eh? And may the sun shine brightly on whate'er road.
I am glad to know that Sir Beren has found a new path. Mayhap we ought to go and visit him later, see how he fares.
Aptly said. A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go, then.
A new day, a new perspective.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
Would the ox carts were a bit safer, and a bit...
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly...
Apologies.
I don't know what to do.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
There is no better time to strike. Moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. In our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune...
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must see to it that none. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's... Oh, a quiet day. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz. This craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnall from the tavern. Now two parties ask our aid. But which is the...
You believe me, then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. Follow after me if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of...
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
Of course, it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my...
We're still in the fight.
You're bloody terrified of me, aren't you?
Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
There wasn't, patient man.
You what?
Make it quick. I ain't keen to drag this in.
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Little does our foe realise how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
True enough.
What am I supposed to do about it?
This ox cart, I'll need to see some coin before I let you...
This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
So, you seek to enter... Go on through.
Well now, this is a nice surprise.
If you're e'er in trouble, I'd fain come to your aid.
Aye, you've a bit of a special place in my heart. This is for you. Listen, there's all I would speak of. I've dedicated my life to perfecting my abilities as a soldier, and the skills I've honed are my only pride. As such, there's no greater gift I can offer you than the best of my techniques. You've proven yourself a loyal friend. 'Tis the least I can do. Take this.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.